Over 118,000 come to their feet, ready to watch the start of the Budweiser G.I. Joe's 200. And there's the green flag, and Rick Mears and Emerson Fittipaldi as they come 5 wide, and they touch, coming down toward the chicane. And look, as Andretti moves up to the front of the field and battles for the lead. Boy, surprised that they made it through on that.
Well, take a look at that. Scheckter with Manning just coming around the outside. Manning has been quick here. That Toyota's working for him.
And Thomas Schecter's going to try and thread the needle right there through the wall. And Manning, Thomas Scheckter was fastest, guys, in warm-up yesterday.
Paul, on short tracks, it's all about timing, especially if you're Thomas Scheckter. This was the start of the race, came up to speed. Now it's critical. He wants to try and get as many cars as he can. He dispatches Buddy Rice. He takes care of Vitor Meira. He goes by Brian Herta. That's 3 cars on the track that they say you're not supposed to be able to pass. So let's make it 4 cars. Go by Dan Weldon as well.
Spectacular, undulating Barber Motorsports Park. Round 4, the Honda Indy Grand Prix of Alabama. Look at power. Castro Neves defends it. On the inside goes Joseph Newgarden.
And I don't think single file formation here. Look at Will Power working the outside. That is Newgarden getting past for second. Wow.
A start from Joseph Newgarden early in the race. Joseph Newgarden side by side.
So just be careful of the temperatures in the tires when you're making these moves.
Inside, Jack Hawksworth on Simon Pagenaud, and Luca Filippi is there to pick up the pieces.
Whoa!
Hawksworth runs wide.
Hawksworth made such a great move and then just let it run wide, Townsend.
Well, in order to make that move, he had to outbrake as he's doing here on Charlie Kimball, and he just...
Montoya on Kimball. Montoya just slams Kimball twice.
Wow.
Elio Castro Neves one out due to that pit stop issue with Joseph Newgarden. Newgarden is making that corner his own. That's exactly where he put a move on Will Power early in the break. Graham Rahal did get by Will Power, but wasn't cleanly. It didn't look like it.
Let's watch Graham Rahal draft up behind it, Power, and it looks like that left front end fence just gets into the rear right wheel. Pull it off, and he's got no push to pass left. He has to do this totally on racecraft.
Yeah, doing it all on his own.
That is beautiful.
It really is.
I'm not sure if it was Eddie Jones, his race engineer, or his strategist, Ricardo Nolte, said on the radio, okay, I'm impressed. And he's going to do it again! Rahal is doing it again to Elio Castro Neves, but Elio fights back. Wheel to wheel, Rahal does it again.
In the field, Scott Dixon is a master at keeping people at bay.
Here it is, here it is.
Remember, we're coming down into Rahal's strong point. Turn 5, he has been brilliant on the outside. Can he do it to last week's winner? No is the answer.
Couldn't do it, couldn't do it.
And there is our race leader. Some 4 seconds out in front on the final lap at Barber. Just got a report. We understand that Elio Castro Neves has run out of fuel.
Here it is!
Whoa!
Here it is! Here it is, Graham! It's yours if you want it!
And
that was fantastic. We thought that his only move was turn 5, but he just showed us he's got another trick in his bag.
Look at the point standings.
Well, let me tell you who's moved up, guys. Montoya is up to 13th, challenging Newgarden now.
Just saw the move by Joseph Newgarden there.
But boy, those first couple of turns were electric. Joseph Newgarden working on James Hinchcliffe, the Penske driver, to the inside. What a move!
Beautiful move. I'm not sure Hinch saw that coming. I can only wonder.
They're about 3 seconds a lap, Townsend, off what they qualified. So as we got a side-by-side where Kanan tries to make the move, the over-under, I think he's going to get this one.
Very nicely played. You see a lotion on the push to
penalty of Carlos Munoz and Simon Pagenaud.
And Newgarden got around.
Newgarden muscled him out of the way. It looks like he dove down the inside and he pushed him right off the edge of the track.
Turn 5. Newgarden has the position. And no contact yet, but just look at how close that is. Do they touch? I don't think so. Oh, just a rub right there. Beautiful pass from Newgarden.
How about that? So
that's a big gap. Oh, look at these two going at it.
Hinchcliffe and Pagenaud. Pagenaud in the Menard's machine.
Push the pass, push the pass.
Exactly the point on this track. He and Graham Rahal were scrapping the victory walk out of the conversation. Charlie said, come on, come back, let's talk about it. And take a look at this.
Newgarden contact with Dixon. He did his move that he did on Simon and pushed Dixon right out of the way.
That is the blue car of Dixon. Watch Newgarden here on the inside.
Nice dive down the inside, but he runs wide, almost pushes Dixon off the track. And I'll tell you what, Dixon will have none of that. He'll come back for some more.
Hinchcliffe on the outside. Hinchcliffe's gone too wide. Loses one spot there as Elio Castro-Neves make it two as Alexander.
All sorts of battling for position there farther down the field, and once again that's Jourdain trying to make a move and getting past apparently Carponche, I should say, but Carponche fights back on the inside as Christian Fittipaldi makes the move on Kenny Breck for fourth.
Nice outbraking maneuver coming into 5. That's where you're going to see a lot of overtaking. You also see a lot of overtaking here, right here, where Jourdain makes the effort on the inside of 6. Oh, and it almost puts Carponche out, and that gives Christian Fittipaldi, and he jumps all over that chance, and he picks up the position.
Great move by Michel Jourdain Jr. there to take over second place from Carponche, and Carponche now, he lost that place, as you said, to Christian Fittipaldi, and Kenny Breck can now make the challenge. Can he get past the inside of the carousel? No, he can't.
And here comes Tagliani on the outside in the carousel. Now this is a brave move because there's no grip out there. He gets by Bracken. They're going to go into the kink side by side. No, Carponche lets him have it.
Wow, that's a great move by Alex Tagliani. That is a very brave move indeed. And now we can see Jourdain making the move on Castro-Neves. He's really putting some pressure on the leader.
Oh no, Tags almost loses it going through kind of the corner, and Carponche goes off. Oh, these two don't need to be making contact with each other and taking each other out, that's for sure.
Yeah, there'll be some words there, I think, between those two. As we see Memo Gidley there. Obviously, a slow stop there for Castro-Neves, and he loses a couple of positions. No.
This is for the lead. Michael Andretti, Christian Fittipaldi make contact, the former teammates. In turn 5 for the lead, and guess who gets it? Bruno Junqueira comes away with it in turn 6 right now.
Hoping that he can get to the end of the race. We've got 10 minutes to go, though. As you can see, just under 10 minutes to go now. We've got another 6 or 7 laps, and Breck looks to the inside down into turn 5.
Oh, Alex.
Well, you see the difference there. Yeah, he left him just enough room, didn't he, Donardi? And now Kenny Breck, he does squeeze on inside into turn 6, but again, doesn't force the issue. He wants to make sure he finishes this race. Can he make it? Yes, he can make the move stick going down the hill and into turn 7. So good work there by Kenny Breck. He always made sure he left Donardi enough room, and fortunately for him, Donardi did the same, but then he overcooks it down into turn 8.
Oh, no. After all that work.
The way he's running, he's acting like he wants to get a lap back.
USAC scoring showing him a lap down. He looks to get on the lead lap. Moves to the outside of Buddy Lazier. They come side by side off the corner, back in the corner. Side by side. Boy, look at this action. As the two of them continue to battle out. Onto the backstretch. Oh, what a run this is. Buddy Lazier still going to hold him off.
They're going to try and do a complete lap side by side. They're giving each other room. That's the good sign. They're not unwinding the wheel all the way to the wall. Stewart's trying it again.
If there was a question, could the IRL try to race side by side here? There's your answer. Look at that. Now going for their second lap side by side.
When you run on the outside, you actually have a faster speed through the corner, but the guy on the bottom actually travels on a shorter route.
Last time around at 213 side by side for both.
This is great stuff. How many laps do they do this time?
That speed dropped down just a tick. Couple of times. Oh, look at that. And finally, Stewart resolves it, but Buddy Lazier isn't going to give it up. Fernandez battles with Elio Castro-Neves. Canan has the lead. Look at Jimmy Vasser move around on the outside. Down the backstretch, Jimmy Vasser battles for second place with Castro-Neves.
Jimmy up from 6th to 3rd on that opening lap, still working the high line. Pappas coming off the 4th corner, has got a great run on Castro-Neves. Castro-Neves trying to be defensive. Max says, I don't care where you're driving, I'm passing you. He gets his lap back with that move, and then watch Kenny Breck.
It doesn't get any closer than that. Kenny Breck with a little wiggle coming off at 2.
a cat and mouse game really here, and tortoise and the hare perhaps, call it what you will, but it's certainly a fascinating contest. And here is Michael Andretti here through this flat out turn 14 onto the start finish straight. Dario Franchitti is close but not close enough to think about a pass, and that is 76 laps in the books. We're on board with Michael Andretti.
His success last time out in Road America, but how does he play it? How does he find a way past one of the toughest races in American racing? He's down the inside. Oh, Michael's turned in. They just about made it through. Great driving from both of them there, but wow, I thought Dario had made the move.
On ahead of Dario Franchitti.
Comes down to driver style as well, and Michael is one of the last of the late breakers. He brakes very deep into a corner. He's not one of the drivers who tends to brake light and then carry speed in. He brakes very late and still goes into the corners fast, but that makes him a hard to overtake.
Here comes Franchitti. What a fantastic move down the inside. He made a great exit to turn 8 and he got alongside. Great stuff by Dario Franchitti.
Fantastic, a perfectly executed maneuver.
He had those extensions on. He had those tire kick-ups, so he has a little bit more downforce in the car, and he knows he has that, but watch him carry the momentum on the top side. A little bit of lift there, but look at him up top. It's like everybody else is out for a Sunday drive, and he's blasted along. And we've seen, this is a signature move for this guy, to do this at the start of the race.
And we begin with 2 new models. Lola trying to get back.
Now see what's happened with Armardi. He held up Zanardi, and look at this. Greg Moore making a dive down the inside. That was all because Alex Zanardi had to lift off a little bit and go around the outside and turn through.
Check out, that was Father Mario telling Michael, bring it home. There is Moore, who is right there working traffic. Moore absolutely flying through 3 and 4. They'll come off the turn, nose to tail. Greg Moore looking for a way by. He's within a car length, but he won't get it done. Michael Andretti comes through.
Very good. Very good.
Oh, you saw a mean twitch there. Up the hill, that's the 17. A little bit of contact, and Marco Andretti gets booted by the 17 of Ryan Hunter-Reay.
And Kenny, no, he does not get by in time and up to speed to get ahead of Franchitti, but there's a good battle with TK.
Yes, he does. In fact, this is wheel-to-wheel action here, so the quick pit stop helps him get ahead of Tony Kanaan in the mix, and there is Elio Castroneves behind as well. So it's very interesting as Dixon has his hands full, and all of a sudden there goes Tony right underneath.
They're taking advantage of that. They're all over it because that's a situation you have to take advantage of because it is so difficult to pass.
Cold tires here, is that the problem for Dixon?
And he's just trying to squeeze the throttle. The car's moving around so much because of those low tire pressures. He's running the right-hand lane right now, trying to block. Yep, he ran the right line. Castroneves says, you won't allow me to go on the inside, I'll take the outside. Some great information.
Waiting to see where Dario Franchitti is, and is that Dario coming up the hill right behind him?
No.
And can he get around him? Now this could be the same situation. Remember, he's on cold tires. Look out. If he can hold Dario off, he wasn't able to last time. He got passed in this section here. Here he goes underneath.
Oh, you would have thought Dixon would have ran the low line there and just took the lane away from him.
Oh, and you see a wheel dropped off by Tony Kanaan because he was trying to make it the second
that lane off and continued putting him off into the dirt.
All right, Marco Andretti is coming in for his last pit stop. He is actually the race leader, but it's a matter of now of can he get out before these guys come around. The question is, can he get back out and up the speed and up the hill before it is Franchitti, Dixon, and here they come. And oh, they touch, they make contact, the teammates. Green's out. We're about to find out if Dario can hang on.
Oh, he's running a blocking line. The car's not turning for him. You saw him try to get up the hill. It didn't work. Will they fit through here?
Dixon's got him. The end of the race, and it could cost Dario Franchitti dearly in the championship.
And this was all set up by the great pit strategy Jack talked about. Whoa, some wheel banging going on right there. Castroneves and Kanaan. Remember, those two guys have been childhood friends from karting days, but do no longer get along with each other.
In fact, both were penalized. coming into this race for what happened last time out when they were rubbing wheels when one of them was a lap down.
But I want to go back to what I just started to say a second ago. This opportunity for Scott Dixon was set up early on in the pit stop as we watch Castroneves now taking a charge, going past Franchitti.
Out of sequence for the rest of the guys.
And it may be that he's been into the pits, and that's why Alonso Jr. has dropped down the order. Meanwhile, Ant Meyer's still going. There's the yellow car that's in the screen now.
Oh, here comes Greg Moore. Having a look.
He's going to take advantage of it, is he? Oh, it's so close between them. This is the battle for the lead now then. Alex Zanardi defending the line a little bit from Greg Moore. Alex taking the inside line as they come up towards turn 3 on the dust, on the dirt. And that's dangerous because you get the dust on the tyres. And then the car, doesn't want to perform. Look at that. Zanardi locked up under braking into turn number 4. Oh, look at Greg. Wow, this is really beginning to warm up now. Greg got completely crossed up out of turn 4.
And that's costing some time. You see it turn and got it sideways. Here's a look again.
Look at that. What a save from Greg Moore. We've seen some great car control from him in the past. That was a great example of it between these two now in terms of fuel mileage, making it to the end and dealing with the traffic. Ant Meyer's the next one.
Oh, now that's helped Greg Moore. He's got caught in the corner. They come by this time. There'll be 5 laps to go.
Oh, and this is the chance for Greg Moore, surely. Moore's on the inside. Zanardi's trying to shut him down. Meyer's in the middle. He doesn't know where to go. What to do? Zanardi's still on the outside. Oh, and he's still got a slight straight line speed advantage. Moore's now going around the outside. Oh, this is great racing. Zanardi's wide. He went in too fast. He nearly lost it. And that's the battle for the lead. Greg Moore's taken the lead from Alex Zanardi. Great racing. Classic oval track phase by seeing the Italian behind. But the Italian never, ever gives up. Oh, they both get past Mark Blundell. Zanardi tries to take advantage of that. I don't think there's going to be enough time. Out of turn 4, the last corner. The run to the checkered flag. Greg Moore is going to take his first win of the 1998 season. A brilliantly driven race. Alex Zanardi in a fine second position. But the championship means that Moore further extends his title lead. And Zanardi second from Fernandez in third place. We are waiting now for 4th place man to cross the line. And it's Herta who's 4th, but Andretti has come through in 5th.